hours away from home, so I'm ready to be home. But the king himself has spoken. Jeffree has finally, opened up and has been, defending Tati and spilling some tea. So let's talk about this. So for Jeffree to basically tell, his brother, shut the fuck up, why did you move back to New York City and your brother is a predator, that is, just right there. It's like even Jeffree Star knew, and to be surprising, I'm going to be for real here just for a second, as vocal as Jeffree Star is, I am surprised, really honestly, that Jeffree Star didn't speak up and say anything, because he has that power and people would believe him. I mean, is it because, James had more of a sub count or a different power and he didn't want to mess with that? I don't think so. I don't think Jeffree's intimidated by I don't think Jeffree's intimidated by anything, but I actually have my mind working in little, circles and, gears on that. So that one's kind of, surprising to me. So now the next one. He defends Tati and says that there's a reason there that you see that Nathan doesn't allow him back to the house. And he's basically said, excuse me, he's a danger to society. That is a huge statement. That really is a huge statement. Now, I know we're all talking about Morphe and things like that, but I really, really, really hope to God that Morphe opens up their eyes and really realizes who is supporting their brand, who they are affiliated with, because this is not good. I mean, people are taking their products back to the store being like, we don't want none of this. So now you just see there that Jeffree has validated what Tati said is 100% true. And Jeffree himself, Jeffree Star, says that, James is a danger to society. What more do people need to say for anybody to not realize that there really is a problem here, okay? And I also want to throw in this tweet from Nick Snyder, because, Nick Snyder, he's that no holds barred and he'll tell you like it is. But this was the most respectful thing that Nick Snyder said. Well, it's not, Nick Snyder does say a lot of respectful things, but I'm going to put that up because this was very wonderful for Nick Snyder to say what he said here. And I agree with that 1,000,000,000%. Sending somebody death threats is disgusting. What James Charles is doing is extremely, disgusting behavior. But telling somebody to either A, kill themselves, or B, death threats, or anything like that, you're being just as disgusting as he is, okay? You are just as disgusting as a person that James Charles is. If you are going to wish death upon him or tell him to kill himself or whatever, because we have to remember, okay, all the shit that, James has done aside, James obviously, seriously needs some mental health. He does. He needs to really seek help for his problem. That he does, okay? But you don't ever stoop so low and wish death onto anybody. That makes you just as disgusting as James. I'm just going to put that out in the open, and I'm going to say that you can hate him, you can dislike him, you can call him like predator, you can call him whatever the hell you want, but don't you dare ever wish any type of death or tell anybody to kill themselves, because that makes you just as disgusting. Just as disgusting. That makes you just as much of a shitty person that James Charles is right now. James Charles needs to get help with his condition. There's no helping you being an asshole and a complete disgust by telling somebody to kill themselves. There's no help for that. There's no anti-asshole pill. There just isn't. You know, that's something that is a whole separate category. But on the realness of it, James Charles really, 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 really needs some help. He needs to get his ass off of social media. He needs to reflect on his life. He needs to realize he has a problem. And right now, I know what he's doing. I know the psychology of it all. He's right now feeling like a victim. That's exactly what James Charles is feeling right now. He's feeling sorry for himself. He's feeling like a victim. He's thinking to himself, all these people are telling lies, because he doesn't see himself for what he is. And that's classic. That is 100% classic for people like him. They don't realize what they are. They don't. Okay? And right now, he's just going to feel attacked. He's not going to feel like, holy shit, I have a problem. It's going to take him a few minutes to realize that. Right now, he is just literally going to feel attacked. He's literally going to feel like, you know, everybody's out to get him. And he's not going to sit back and think, holy shit, I got a problem. Oh my God, I noticed. It just doesn't work like that, guys. It doesn't. I mean, it's psychology 101. You know, you have to really remember that they don't realize what they are. They just don't, you know. And even when it's called out to them or whatever, they think that person is out to get them. They think that person is telling lies about them. You know, that's what he feels right now. I can guarantee you, just from, you know, his video about Tati, and then him really, because everything that Tati said, everything, he's like, well, I just had to deal with some personal issues. So right there, I mean, if he really had his eyes open and realized, holy shit, I had a problem, he would have canceled that meet and greet. He would have said, I'm so sorry. But no, he made them wait 2 hours to take care of what he said was just some personal stuff, and just pranced in there like nothing. You know, he really needs to, that tour needs to be canceled. It needs to 100% be canceled. And parents, please don't take your children. I'm not one to tell anybody anything, but I really hope parents don't take their children to this event. I really think James needs to take, that's Holly in the background, but James really 100% truly needs to take the time off and reflect on himself, get help, understand that he has a condition that he needs to properly address. Unfortunately, to be honest, it takes a lot for someone to admit, oh shit, I'm telling you right now, he's playing the victim role. And he's got his family right there with him, you know, because as you've seen, his brother is like, you know, oh, they all hating on him, you know, and Jeffree Star chiming right in like, why'd you move then? Shut the fuck up, you know? So clearly, and I don't know anything about his family. I'm not trying to diss his family. I'm not. But I'm going to tell you this, and I'm not trying to diss James, but it sounds like I'm dissing her, and I apologize, but I'm just going to be that type of mom in the room. I would never, and I said that in my last video, sit at an elegant woman's dinner table at a party, at a birthday party, and let my son ever disrespect and talk about sexual innuendos and what they want to do to somebody at somebody's elegant birthday party. Right there, his mom should have been like, I'm gonna smack, don't you stop that right now, that is disgusting. Instead of going on her damn Instagram and saying, what, you know, seriously, I mean, his mom, and I know he loves his mom, and I'm trying not to disrespect her because everybody has different parenting skills, but can I just say this, and I'm going to be that shady bitch in the room, okay? I am going to be the shady bitch in the room, but I have to express on how I feel. When your kids are making bank, when they're making buku dollars, and they could do anything they want. You just proud as shit. Maybe he's helping her out. They want to live that lap of luxury, so they're not going to say you're doing nothing wrong. They're thinking, oh, you're making all this money, you're doing everything right. But no matter how much money they're making, you got to step back and be their damn mother. You have to step back and say, holy shit, what is wrong with you? That is disgusting. How dare you sit in this wonderful woman's home that has been there for you, that has boosted your career, and disrespect her home and her birthday party and her staff like that, because that waiter was her staff member. That waiter was there working, and I'm sure he was doing a very elegant, wonderful job. And to be put in that kind of position at a wonderful woman's birthday party, you shitty, shady ass little punk. And shame, 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 shame on his mother for not saying, pulling that child aside and saying, enough. That is disgusting. That is disgusting. Show your child the way of what is disgusting. Be a parental figure. He's not your friend. He's your son. He is not your friend. Your children are not your friends. They're your children. You can be there, like, you know, moms and daughters can be best friends or whatever, but you also got to be their mom. You know, like, I feel like me and my child, my kids were like friends, but I'm still their mom, and I am still going to play that mom card. As much as I love my children, if I'm hanging out with my child and they do something stupid, you bet your ass I'm going to call them out on that and say, oh, what is wrong? Shame on you. That is disgusting. I sure would. I sure as shit would. Hands down. And I'm sorry, I had to throw that vent about his mother. And let me be shaded for it. I don't care. But as a mom, I find that disgusting that she literally sat there at that party and let her son do that without any kind of, like, parental guidance. With no parental guidance to say, honey, this is really disgusting. Honey, that you're being really inappropriate. Honey, this is her birthday party. Honey, anything. You could have done anything to step in and try to teach your son that what he was doing was absolutely inappropriate, wrong, whatever. So I'm done with that then. Maybe. But Jeffree Star, he basically called him, you know, a danger to society. And that's saying a lot for Jeffree Star. And for Nate to say, I don't even want him in my house. I don't want him in our house. That's a lot. And I seen Dustin's video where a lot of people, where there was some flack about Nate being straight. Nate is, not throwing shade, not being a dick, but Nate is a grown-ass man, just like Dustin had said, an absolutely grown-ass man, and that's the life that he chose for him. Jeffree didn't go, you know, catfishing him. Nate came over to meet him. And Jeffree explained, I remember watching Jeffree's video about how they met and how he came over, and you know what? Like, Nate sought him out, they met and everything, and he's like, you know what? I really like this fool. I'm going to call him back. So, Jeffree did not catfish Nate. Nate was fully aware, 100% aware of who and what Jeffree Star was. So, nobody can compare Nate to what is going on with James Charles, ever. Nate was a grown-ass man. He knew exactly what Jeffree was, and he was attracted to that man. And he was attracted, and he says, this is what I want. Straight or not, you know. But that's what Nate wanted. That's what Nate sought out. And God bless them, because you know what? They are an absolutely loving, open relationship couple, and they're amazing. They have so much love between them that that's a beautiful thing to see. An absolute beautiful thing to see. So God bless. I was waiting for Jeffree Star to speak up. The king has spoken, and I am so glad that, you know, Jeffree has put his 2 cents in and said, no, not today. Because that's how Jeffree is. He's going to let you know the real shit no matter what. And I respect the hell out of him for that, for sticking up for Tati. Good for him. Good for him for really letting us know, You know, exactly. So James has no defense, you know, and his mom, God bless, I ain't nobody's, I'm not, I'm just saying, let me be shaded, I don't care, but that is my opinion, and I will stand by that to the end. Kisses. Thank you, everybody, for watching my videos. As always, love yous.